Hello, everyone, and welcome to our coverage of the Veterans for Vets event down at the farm in Quail Valley. If you don't know, the Veterans for Vets is a kind of a tournament in a box fundraiser for your local veterans organization. Anybody can run. You can find out more information at veteransforvets.com. So this is not like a super hotly competitive round, but the real treasure here is the course. Emac, you want to tell us about a little bit about the course at Quail Valley?
Yeah, absolutely. Down at the farm in Winfield, Kansas. It's one of my favorite designs. If you've listened to Disc Golf Answer Man or any of my content that I've put out, you know about the farm at Quail Valley. And the unique part about this today is we had a little weather. We had a little weather to tend to.
Snowy out there, yeah.
There's a little snow out here. So the farm is a fantastic course, and I cannot wait for some larger events to happen. I know they're really hoping to get on potentially like a Silver Series style at one point.
Fantastic.
I think it's a great venue for a pro tour event, to be honest with you. So you never know. I'm excited to watch this footage. I haven't seen it since I played it.
Yeah.
And I remember being pretty cold this day. So
yeah, it was chilly out there for sure. But let's jump into the footage here.
So hole number 1 is 758 feet, and it is a par 4, and it is a treacherous par 4. This fence line all down that right side you see is out of bounds. And then the kind of the telephone poles that you see on the left, you might not have been able to see them very well because of the snow, but it's OB as well. And there's a creek at the very end of this, so it's definitely borderline par 5. You know,
it's a brutal green too, so small,
especially when you have the headwind like we did today.
Yeah. So you're going, looks like Lucid X trespass off the tee here?
Lucid X trespass. I was debating on going X trespass or defender. I wasn't sure on which one with the headwind, and I felt like the wind calmed down a little bit. But one other cool thing about the farm real quick is they've got turf pads on every hole.
Yeah, those are really nice for sure. They're nice around your shoes. They feel good to throw on.
Yep. And I put a move on this disc.
You hammered it.
It just held, and it was probably a foot out of bounds.
I was the catch cam there. I saw it. I was trying to like will it inbounds. It just barely stayed out.
Bring it in.
This is a local player you might not have heard of before, but he is very solid. This is Logan Harpool from Wichita. Looks like he's going Enforcer here.
He is going Enforcer, I believe. Just something nice and easy on a hyzer. And the cedar tree right there that you kind of see him hyzering into is the one you kind of either got to get around or avoid because it is OB.
Or in Logan's case, just go straight through it. That works.
That works as well.
Isaiah's a bit of a local legend. He's what, 15?
He is 15.
He's going Biofusion Defender here. Just sending it.
Just booming.
Gosh, that's so far down there.
It is.
If you've never played this course, you know it's kind of a struggle to get past the cedar on the left sometimes, and he is way down there.
Got Coda Hatfield up next. He is sponsored by the farm, and he and I used to battle all the time back in the day. Good friend of mine.
He's got a really interesting style and a lot of power behind his throw for sure.
Yes, he does. He can mash on a disc. That's about if you could place a disc anywhere and be perfect. that's about where it is.
Yeah, Logan here for his second. He's trying to go for the green. It looks like.
Yeah, I think so, and he successfully does so.
All right, fought through all the trees there. Kind of plinko. Yeah. You're going just a 4. Ooh, Emac forehand here.
Forehand. Let's count it down. That's number 1 of the day.
Uh-oh.
Which is fine. I was really just trying to get placement at that point. Just trying to put it somewhere where I can get up and down for my par.
Just stop the bleeding.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I guess it wouldn't be my par. It'd be up and down for my bogey because I was OB.
Mm-hmm. Isaiah here, he went with a driver on this shot. I've noticed he does that a lot where he throws like faster discs. Mm-hmm. And I think he's just more comfortable with throwing them. It's just how he likes how they release better. So he's learned how to have touch with them.
And in the snow, obviously, creates a whole nother animal.
Yeah. Coda here. This would be good if it missed all the branches. It might have gotten down there, but he's not mad at that either.
No. He's in bounds, and he has a look at the green. I'm going Trilogy Challenge Shield.
Do you think it's green or yellow?
It's definitely yellow.
Dang it. I called
Definitely
it
yellow.
green, and everybody's making fun of me.
It's definitely yellow. You can
That
call
was
it green though. I like green. Green for birdies. I like that.
that was a good upshot. Isaiah was in the sticks in jail over there. He had to just pitch out. Coda here, pretty solid upshot from back there.
Yeah, not
Isaiah,
bad
is
at
he
all.
running this?
Oh yeah, all day. Isaiah doesn't know anything. Doesn't know how to lay up.
Oh, maybe he should have though. He
Yeah,
actually kicked
unfortunately.
into the creek OB from there.
And look how tiny that creek is too.
Yeah.
It's if you land in it, it's pretty unfortunate.
Mhm. Putting is so hard
Yeah.
in the cold because
In the
like your
cold,
fingers
when
don't
hands
spring.
are cold. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Unless you have EMAC judges, in
Oh,
which
I
it's
mean-
really easy.
Evidently, statistics say 1 out of 4 people.
That's right. That's right.
I like this hole as a starting hole because it looks easy just off the tee. Just looks like smash it, but it provides a really cool challenge.
But it's definitely not easy. So hole 2, 632 feet, another par 4, and it plays uphill and then back downhill. You've got OB on both sides. You got OB long. It's really not that tricky of a hole though. Honestly, you just get on top of that hill with your first shot. If you can throw about halfway there, 300 feet or so, then you're looking at the green. So
Yeah.
it's not as intimidating as it looks.
The green is really treacherous, which is why people tend to go for like big distance off the tee. But the thing about throwing uphill is your discs tend to stall out. And so that actually does bring the left side OB into play for, I mean, obviously not these guys, but for lesser skilled players. It's crazy Coda's going for a roller here.
This surprised me. Like, I think he tried it in a practice round or something the day before and it worked, but rolling through snow just doesn't make much sense to me. And I'm going Lucid X Trespass once again.
That one's your baby. You've been hammering on that one for a while.
I have. It's still in the bag and still rolling for sure. I love it. I would assume this is probably like a defender.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. It's crazy. It's just like he barely threw it and it went like 500 feet.
Yeah, he's nuts.
See,
can't
Coda,
wait
he
to
didn't
watch
get a
him
great
block.
tee shot, but he still has like a pretty straightforward upshot.
Yep. Basket sits just past these 2 large trees on the green.
Forehand ended up a bit short, probably what, 60?
Yeah, but you know what? When it's snowy like this, pars are good.
Yeah.
Pars are really good.
Isaiah going verdict here. Oh, that is
Great
fantastic.
shot. That's perfect.
Especially on the ice to get it to stick. That's awesome.
I might as well just throw that shield again and just saw it off this time, though.
Oh,
And that's a scary putt if
Yeah.
you're trying to run it because it drops off. Not drastically, but it drops off behind the screen.
yeah, it's got like rocks that'll set your disc up and get it rolling too.
Mm-hmm. We got Coda here for his birdie.
That kind of looked like a half go. Looks like
It
he's kind of trying to run it, but he's okay with just leaving it.
As did this.
Ooh,
But I give it a chance.
you stuck there though too, right on the hill.
Yeah, it was just a little past, but I think the snow helped catch it.
EMAC judges don't roll away. It's just sin.
They don't. They sure don't. It's a little bit past it, but no problems on the comebacker from a par.
But like you said, in these conditions, it looks like you're just out throwing frisbees, but the snow adds a lot. Your footing is always messed up. Your discs are always wet. They feel different because they've been literally on ice. So
Yep.
pars feel like birdies out here for sure.
Exactly.
And birdies, like Isaiah just got, that's a really good birdie to get.
It is solid. It is what you're looking for, especially in the snow. So hole number 3 is 412 feet, par 3. And that tee pad you just saw down on the left side is the short pad, the pad that I've played majority of the time.
Yeah.
This is honestly the first time I've ever thrown this tee shot.
I didn't know that tee pad was there.
Yeah, this is the first time I've thrown it, and it's a sneaky 412. It plays more like 440, I'd say.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew everyone came up short, but
I think Isaiah came up short because he clipped some of that tall shrubbery
yeah.
on that left side.
So the shot here is kind of like a flex shot with a driver.
Yeah. Yep. You can't see the basket from the tee, but you can see the tallest tree, and it kind of sets below it in the distance.
That's cool. Do you ever try to like leave tall trees as like markers
Definitely.
when you're designing a course? That's crazy.
Whenever I see like a very, very cool looking tree, I'm like, yeah, you got to showcase that tree.
What are
So
you
I'm
throwing here?
going Biofusion Enforcer,
Oh,
like a
throwback.
first run one, like from way
Yeah.
back.
Oh, that's one of those old like orange ones, right?
Hmm.
Man.
And I had no idea if this was short, long,
Yeah.
art. It felt good, so I
Uphill
was
is
happy
always
with it.
tricky.
But uphill blind, it's just not easy.
This
This
is
is an evader,
an evader. Okay.
prototype evader, and we
I
we
kind of
we
don't hate.
struggled to find that one.
Yeah, it's a white disc.
Yeah.
I don't hate going right side here just to try to get a more open look at it, I guess.
Mhm. And there's a pin on that right side as well.
Okay.
The shorter pin is over there to the right. Coda.
This course is beautiful in the summer. It's beautiful in the fall,
Yes.
and it looks
Yes.
really cool with the snow on the ground too. Had you played in the snow often before this?
I wouldn't say often,
Yeah.
but maybe like once a year if it snows, I'll go out and have just a fun snow round. But
Logan's sitting down back there. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
no, you're good.
We've
We
all
did
been there,
play
dude.
we did play Monkey Island one year in the snow.
Oh yeah?
There's video of that on our channel. It was pretty crazy. It was nuts.
It's
That's
a
the part.
different experience for sure.
It is. It is. Your hands are cold. It's just not much fun. Hole number 4, 695 feet, par 4 again. Another par 4. This is 3 of the first 4 holes are par 4s.
Wow.
And there's a Mando all down the left side. And you see these little footprints walking across. That's a pond.
Yeah.
OB. So this is a true island hole. They put the wall up behind it just for to make things a little bit safer, easier because of how tiny this island actually is. But if you can get far enough on your tee shot to see the island, you're doing something right. You're in good shape.
You kind of just send it on this first one and then deal with
Yeah.
what you got.
Exactly.
Which Isaiah did. Looks like he was a defender. Is a little bit short of where you want to be.
Yeah.
Coda here.
Coda going turnover. He thought he was OB because that little notch comes out right there in that fairway.
Yeah.
But he was inbounds. I'm going with the workhorse. The X trespass.
That's kind of the play in the snow is just find a disc that you're throwing well and stay in your comfort zone.
Exactly. I was happy with this. It didn't quite get the distance I was hoping for. So from there, I'm probably just going to have to lay up.
Logan here's going Sergeant. He hammers on this disc. He throws it a ton. And that's far too.
That is so far. That's like past the gap. Like he's got a beautiful look at that green.
That's such a great shot.
Isaiah's just only option here is the layup.
Mm-hmm.
Coda as well. Pretty good layup. It's about where you want to be.
I've never seen the basket back on this island before. I really like it.
It's so cool. Yeah.
It's another EMAC forehand. Wow.
That's number 2.
It's actually looking really solid.
It's not bad. Those are just pitch outs, but whatever.
Logan here, you pretty much got to go for the green if you're in such a good spot.
I was really, and this is unfortunately long. I was surprised he went forehand on his approach and not just a little putter backhand right into the wall. That's I think what I would have done.
It just barely squeaked around that wall too. I felt so bad.
Kind of like this one, just barely squeaked onto the island.
Yeah. Get the extra. What am I thinking of? The extra slide from the ice.
Yeah, unfortunately, he did not get that.
Yeah, Isaiah just barely short.
Thank you. That's a good shot there from Coda.
Mm-hmm. I think we missed Isaiah's pitch up here.
Okay, it makes sense. He's a very fast player at times. So he gets a
this
double.
hole. There's a lot of teeth on this hole. It can get you in a lot of ways, especially with such a small island.
Pars are good. Pars are good. Hole number 5. It's a par 3/4, I think. If the Pro Tour comes to town, it'll be a par 3. I'm pretty sure. 412 feet. This is such a beautiful hole in the spring and summertime with all the greenery. You got pond all down that left side. You've got this water wheel that's just old school, antique, and it's just absolutely beautiful.
The first shot here, you're going to want something that finishes right. So either a turnover or a forehand here like Coda has. But just staying safe on your first shot is really the key. If you're really going for it, then you're bringing the OB into play. But most people should be able to throw just a straight shot, low, keep it out of the danger.
We didn't know exactly where that one landed either.
Yeah, it was like hanging on the rocks, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'm going B dynamic and just
BMAC truth.
to the right. Yep.
Just a safe play here.
Yeah.
Like you're not mad at that shot ever, just because it's completely safe on the right side.
Logan went EMAC as well and ripped it over. I give him a lot of crap about that. He just rips on him. And great shot there from Isaiah, right in the middle of the fairway. If you get past that big rock in the middle of the fairway, you're looking great. Number 3.
Ooh. Is that one a felon?
That is yes, that is a felon. That's the
Nice.
next felon. Just wanted to throw something I knew was going to go right and not go anywhere near that water.
Well, the tendency on here is to swing your shot way out and try to spike it in by the basket, but that OB comes in really close on the left side. So if you swing it too far, it's easy to just spike it short. Yeah, Coda was barely safe hanging on those rocks here.
And then he pulled this one, unfortunately.
Oh, just barely too.
Yeah.
He likes that kind of anti-flex line on his forehand, which is fine. It's just sometimes your angle has to be absolutely perfect.
Yep, you're exactly right.
I scored this one as a par 4 just because I thought it was really hard in the snow. So
yeah,
good birdie. Nice job.
Yeah, thanks. I'll take that. Coda walking down on the ice to his disc. Dangerous. Hole number 6 is 441 feet, par 3. Very challenging hole as well. You got to hit the gap is the most important part of this hole. You've got a pond on the left. You got a dam on the left as well. And if you hit that dam on the low side, maybe not in the snow, but majority of the time, you're going to roll down the hill and have no look at this green.
Mm-hmm.
And that wasn't very good.
I mean, that's kind of the angle that you're looking for, but not really the gap.
It's in the fairway. I'm okay with it.
I mean, yeah.
We all made this hole look good, just so you guys just see.
The shot here you have to throw if you're getting to the green is like a hyzer flip turnover that holds to the right and finishes very late. So it's really tricky. And especially in the snow, you're not really going to want to be that aggressive. So
no. I think we all stayed inbounds though. That's a positive.
Well, that creek is pretty narrow down there.
It is.
Logan just has a cannon of a sidearm.
Standstill forehand that went about 360.
That's crazy.
Insane.
I think he played baseball, and that's where.
Yep, he did.
Isaiah's been working on his flick too. That's pretty solid.
He has. He's been throwing the heck out of it. It's been awesome to see.
Is that BMAC?
BMAC, and I just
didn't
didn't get it turned. But it's so hard on a standstill, slippery footing.
Especially on a hill, like one foot's higher than the other there. It's so hard.
Coda, great approach there.
Was that his second?
That was his second, yes.
Nice. His drive got down there. There's Logan from like 80 feet away.
Right.
Just.
Ooh, I thought that was good.
Yeah,
it looked
from my angle.
Really good.
You've got what, like a 40, 50 footer here?
45 or so, yeah.
Just cash
I'll take
money
that
all
left
day.
side all day.
Yeah.
Left side all day.
Man, putting is so hard in the snow. That was a fantastic putt.
It is tough. You just gotta go for it. Just slow everything down a little bit, and it's not as scary because your putter won't go too far past if you miss.
Yeah.
Typically. Hole 7 is probably one of my favorite holes. 481 feet, par 4. You can try to go for this green, but I really don't recommend it. It's so low. And you got to throw, like right here where the drone is a landing zone. And then you throw over this creek, or the pond rather. And then those railroad ties you see on the back kind of form the back side of the island. So a good shot here is just like a putter out, and then total placement shot. Make sure you have a shot into the green. I'm going shield again. This
is such a scenic hole.
It is.
It's
in the
so
summertime too, when all those flower beds have like beautiful flowers growing in them, and it's pretty cool. Got Coda going forehand.
It's an interesting line. Hadn't thought about that one.
It's a pretty safe line. If you've got a good forehand, it's probably the play.
Okay.
Because the further left you are, the easier that shot into the green is.
Yeah. Isaiah's going for it here, looks like.
Yes. He wanted to go for this, and this tree definitely saved him.
You think it was going OB?
Yes. It was definitely going OB.
Okay. Well, Logan's going for it too.
Logan is going for it.
I don't know what disc he has, but It's a wide rim. Just barely too much hyzer. That's
A little
definitely
too
fading
high.
out early.
Just a little too high too. And that was a great attempt, but it's just, man, you got to keep it so low and just on a line for 400 feet, which is not an easy shot.
And it's a true island, right? So he has to take it from the
he
close
would
side.
take it from this side of the island.
Okay. Yeah, it's interesting risk reward.
Yes. I'm just going a little shield action.
Did you have anything specifically to help combat playing in the snow? Did you have like a big pair of gloves or hand warmers or anything?
I had hand warmers for sure.
Okay,
like
nice.
That's a must. Hand warmers and then about 6 towels.
Nice.
6 towels, and then some in the car that you can grab after the front 9. It's all about keeping dry.
It wasn't incredibly cold out there. It was like 40 something, but
the sun
was,
helped.
Yeah.
I thought he made that.
Just off the cage, man. But they're both well outside the circle. It's probably 35 plus for both of them.
Both just missed. Not a bad par considering he threw OB.
No, not at all.
A little high left again, but I'll take it.
That's the one where they say no pictures on the scorecard, but if there's round coverage.
Oh, good call.
Yeah.
Good call. So hole number 8 is a must-get birdie, 235 feet, and it plays to this old playground. You used to have a slide coming off this thing.
Oh, that's so cool. I love this hole.
Little shield again.
It's an interesting way to do an elevated basket because most of the time it's either all or nothing. But here you can like aim on the tires and you're okay.
And it's sand in the tires. So if you land in the sand, typically you stick. Now, if you hit the rubber part of the tire, that's not good.
That sends you. Everybody's going for a big hyzer. This pink disc that Logan's been throwing is actually an anvil, I think.
Okay.
Does that sound right?
A VIP anvil?
Yep. VIP anvil. And he loves that one. That's what disc he can throw as hard as he wants to and doesn't have to worry about it.
That's what you do right there. That's how you play this hole.
It's a perfect shot. Oh, just off the band. Kudos for missing high, though, especially on an elevated basket. He had the want on it.
He did. He wanted it really bad. Looks like we'll probably get 3 birdies on this hole.
Yep. And under par. Yeah. In the snow on this course. That's really impressive.
I'll take it.
2 people under par.
Hole number 9, 300 feet, par 3. Another one of those, you should probably birdie this hole. There's not a whole lot of danger. Now, in the summer when the ground is a little skippier, that fence on the left comes into play. But the shot here is just kind of a little bit of a stall hyzer shot. I'm throwing a felon, just a lucid felon out there to the right and letting it crash in. I'll take it. In the summer, that may have done a little pop and roll and the fence may have come into play, but I'll take it right now.
I was interested if you'd ever considered making like that gate at the end, a triple Mando.
We considered making the gate there you see at the end OB, being an island hole. We thought about that too. But.
It's the reason I'm not a course designer.
Got Logan up here.
This is a shot that just about all these guys have in their bag. All of you guys, I guess. Just a 300-foot hyzer.
Yes. And this was a crazy shot. This was nuts.
Yeah.
How wide and how high he went on this shot. I was like, what is he doing? I've never seen this line before.
It's so wide, so high, and it worked.
It works. He knows his 300-foot spike hyzer, I guess.
And on that angle, on that sharp of an angle, it's not going to skip as much either. So it's
correct. Really hard to commit to shots in the snow.
Another solid birdie. Wow.
Birdie. We got Coda up here, making good as well.
I love Coda's style. He's so, I don't know, it feels like floaty with his form, and then it's so powerful too when he throws it.
It is so powerful. It's just insane. Watching him play over the years has been fun.
Yeah. But that is it. That is all we have for the front 9. at the Veterans for Vets tournament at the farm at Quail Valley. Make sure to subscribe and follow us because we're going to have the back nine up probably in a couple of minutes here. But thanks for joining me, Emac, and we will see you on
My
the
pleasure.
back nine.